What up, y'all? I'm out here taking in the sunset, man. Building myself back up. Getting myself to a place where I want to be. I've been sharing that with y'all. And so I want to tell you that thought came to my mind. Every step is leading you somewhere, right? Every single step is leading you somewhere. Everything in your life is a bridge. It's either leading you to it or it's leading you further away from it. So I want you to think about that. That's not what the message is about today, but on my run, that came up to me like every single thing in your life is a bridge. Every conversation is a bridge. Every person is a bridge. Every decision is a bridge. Every choice is a bridge. Every step is a bridge. Every meal is a bridge. Everything in your life is leading you somewhere. Now, where it's leading you, that's on you to figure out. Is it leading you closer to where you want to be, or is it leading you further away from it? Right? You got to be conscious about your decisions and the bridges in your life. But I titled that message, I Didn't Want to Die, because this is just truth, right? So many people die in their 20s, but they're not buried until like their 60s or 70s, right? So many people die when they stop dreaming, they stop believing. Maybe something happens in their life and they die an eternal death. What I mean by that, they stop dreaming, they stop trying to be the best version of themselves, and they die. And I was at that crossroad in my road in my life where I had a chance to die internally because I lost things in my life. Right? I lost my everything. I lost that sport. I lost a lot of people in my life at that time. I had a choice. I could literally die and live the rest of my life in this place of death. And I'm not talking about a physical death. I'm talking about a spiritual death, which is probably even worse than a physical death. Because so many of us are living right now, but we're not truly alive. Because we died in our 20s, we died in our 30s, we died when that person walked out of our life. We died when that person gave us rejection. We died at certain things at certain times in your life. So realize that. So many of us, we've died at so many times, we died probably multiple times. So I really want you to think about that right now. And I want to challenge everybody on here to stop giving yourself a death sentence. Okay? Stop giving yourself a death sentence. Trent, what do you mean by that? What I mean is stop telling yourself what it's not going to be. Stop saying I can't. Stop saying it's over. My life is finished. There's no more to my life. My life sucks. I'm depressed. And I'm not telling you not to ignore your reality, but the point is so many of us give ourselves death sentences. And we never give ourselves a chance to fully experience life because we're telling ourselves that our life is over. So if you tell yourself that, if you tell yourself there's no more to your life, if you tell yourself that every time you move forward, it's going to be filled with pain, if you tell yourself your future doesn't hold a greater version of yourself, you're never going to move forward. And you're going to live this life in a place of depression, a place of low frequency, a place that you don't deserve to be. So many people have given themselves a death sentence, and I was that person at a time. I was that person for about 6 months of my life where I gave myself a death sentence. When I said, oh, football is over, so my life is over. Oh, that relationship is over, so my life is over. Oh, those friends are over, so my life is over. And I gave myself a death sentence. So some of y'all in here right now, maybe not all of you, it's time to revive your life. It's time to revive your life. It's time for you to speak life into your life. Be your own motivation. A legend is just an ordinary person with extraordinary determination. It's time for you to move from a death sentence to a life experience. Start telling yourself there is more to your life. Start telling yourself you will overcome. Start telling yourself you will break through. Start telling yourself you can do it. Start telling yourself you are incredible. Start telling yourself you will outlast any pain, any situation that's going on in your life. Because it's sad to see so many people in this world that are dead but still alive. That are dead but still alive. And as long as God has blessed you with breath, as long as God has blessed you with breath, you have a chance to revive your life. Stop allowing them freaking situations to make you think less of yourself. I know it's not easy. I know it's easier said than done, but you deserve more. You didn't believe the lies somebody told you. You didn't believe that what the world is trying to put on you. You believe the labels. You believe all that. You got to know your truth. Even if you can't see, you got to believe. You know what faith is? You know what faith is? Faith is going beyond what you see visually and trusting what you feel internally. That's faith. It ain't about what you see. I don't know where this road leads to, but if I have faith that I'm going to keep walking this road, I know this road is going to lead to somewhere. It's time for us to tap into our faith, man. And I know a lot of you came on here because maybe thought I was dying or something like that. But I'm telling you right now, I titled it this because I want you to wake up in your life and stop giving yourself a freaking death sentence. Stop allowing people to give you a death sentence. Stop allowing people to tell you that, oh, without me, you're not going to be nothing. You believe it. You believe it. It's time to give yourself a life experience. And you do that by changing how you talk to yourself. You do that by the words that you tell yourself. You know what's crazy in my household? This is what crazy. I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to get off here. So my daughter, Maya, the other day she comes up to me. She says, Dad, Dad, Dad. I was like, what? What's going on? Maya's super, like, super passionate. Like, I love Maya. She's like a ball of energy. She says, Dad, 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 Dad. She said, guess what? And I was like, what? And she says, our babysitter's name is Becca. She said, Becca, Becca, Becca. I was like, what? What did she do? What's going on? Becca said a bad word. Becca said a bad word, Dad. And I'm like, okay, what did she say? Like, did she say, like, what did she say? And I said, don't repeat it if it's, she said, no, Becca said a bad word, and I told her she couldn't say it. I said, Maya, what did she say? She said, I can't say it. I can't say I'm going to get in trouble. I said, what did she say? You can say it. Here's your pass. She said, Becca said, can't. Becca said, can't. I said, oh, that's the bad word she said? Yeah, Dad, she said, can't. I told her that is a bad word. When I tell you, my heart warmed out there. I told Maya, you're right. Because I teach my kids that can't is a bad word, right? In context, obviously. Like, there's some things you say, you can't do that to me. That's not a bad word. But when you talk to yourself, can't is a bad word. They know that. They know they can't say, Dad, I can't do this. Dad, I can't do that. No, they know that because what you're doing, you're telling yourself you can't do something, you have gave yourself a death sentence. But when you tell yourself you can't, you have given yourself a death sentence because you have cut off all possibility of any progression. You cut off the chance because you say you can't do it. So you're not even going to go try to achieve or attempt to better your life. So I teach my kids, don't say can't. Don't say the apostrophe T words. Don't say can't. Don't say won't. Don't say any of that. Say I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I'm doing. I'm progressing. You know what? I'm gonna learn from it. And I know that seems like a small thing, but we have to instill these things because the language that you use will control the mindset that you have. The language that you use will control the mindset that you have. And some of us, we keep thinking that it's an external war. It is not the things outside of your life that are stopping you, my friend. It is not. It all starts with you, excuse me for spitting, but it's an internal war, right? Because when you get right in here, this is why I'm out here. I'm not in a place where I want to be at in my life, but you better be for sure that I'm going to keep walking that road till I get there, right? I can easily tell myself I can't run 4 miles right now. I can tell myself that. Or I can say, you know what? I'm going to try to do my best today. Because if I tell myself I can't do something, my mind is already programmed that I can't do it. Stop giving yourself a death sentence. Please stop doing that. Too many people are dead and still alive. Too many people die in their 20s and live the rest of their life. Just accept your life. Forget that. We get better with life, baby. That's what we do. And transparent moment, I didn't want to come out here and run. I told myself, oh, I'm just going to run for 20 minutes, man. That ain't going to do nothing for me. I was telling myself that. You know what popped up in my mind? Death sentence. You giving yourself a death sentence because what? I'm going to tell you something. Hope y'all can still hear me. What scares me is knowing that decisions and choices turn into momentum, negative or positive, right? So when we make a death sentence choice, it builds death momentum in our life. What I mean by death, right? Your dreams, your visions, the things inside of you, your self-esteem, your self-worth. And then, let me get off the street before I get hit. And then, on the flip side, it's the same thing, right? Choices can lead to positive momentum into life experiences to giving you life. That's why they say power in the tongue, man. Speak life into your life. So today, I told myself, like, I have to go run today because I need to build this life inside of me. All right? In this area of my life, I need to build this life. So I say that to say, man, no step is too small, right? No progression is wasteless. Even if you got to walk, you got to crawl, just do something to give yourself life, okay? Give yourself life. Wake up, baby. You got breath. You got breath. So wake up. My CPR is prayer, My CPR is action. My CPR is community. My CPR is rehab time, baby. It all starts with you. Let's get it.